G'day guys, Ballsack here with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. This one we're going to be talking about the Finalizer, and we're going to be talking about the Finalizer versus the Negotiator. This is something I've been working on for quite a while now, with my spare attempts in Fleet Arena. The team I've come up with is the Silencer, the Special Forces TIE, and the Command Shuttle up front, with Houndstooth, the other First Order TIE, Cassian's U-Wing, and Xanadu Blood as my team. Special Forces TIE is in the starting lineup because you need to be hitting your stuns. And basically what I've come up with is a 10-step plan that gets you to the point where you kill Jedi Knight Anakin. If any of the steps don't go quite right, you lose the battle, or you lose the battle. Yeah, this is pretty much how it is. So let's get into it, and we'll see how we go. I'm also not versing the most difficult negotiator in the world. Basically, if I was, I'd be sending in my Malevolence. I have the Malevolence fleet, which is also very, very powerful and easily takes out some of these negotiator fleets. But if your opponent, say in Territory Wars or Grand Arena, has a slightly weaker negotiator, this might be a good counter, so you can use your other fleets on defense. Okay, so step one is to put the hunt on Houndstooth. This stops this guy from getting torn and annoying the bejesus out of you. Step 2 is to stun Jedi Anakin. If you don't hit this stun, you pretty much lose. Step 3 is for the Special Forces TIE to call the Command Shuttle to assist. So what you want to do here is knock Anakin right down on health, so the Negotiator uses its healing ability, but doesn't knock Anakin into stealth. If he goes into stealth, you're in big trouble. Okay, so what we want to do now is pass with the Command Shuttle, pass 10 meter over to Kylo and stun the Houndstooth. Again, this has to hit. If that doesn't stun, you lose the battle. Okay, so that's exactly where we want to be. Right now, we've got to focus on taking out Anakin. Okay, so the next step is to put an AoE hit down and reduce his health a little bit. Perfect, we've got our Silencer ready to go with his big hit. If this takes him down, we're in a good spot. Excellent. Next step is to block the Houndstooth so it doesn't get that really annoying taunt. Then, if everything goes right, we call Cassian right now, take Jedi Knight Anakin out of stealth. Perfect. And we use him to call to assist the Silencer and take out Jedi Knight Anakin. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's the 10 steps. If you get through these 10 steps and you knock out Jedi Knight Anakin, you have a really good chance of winning. As you can see, my Cassian's U-Wing is actually rubbish. It doesn't even have level 85 pilots. I think they're 80, whatever the hyperdrive bundle put it down to. But all it needs to do is get you to this point where you have a chance of beating the negotiator fleet. Awesome. So basically, from the point where you kill Jedi Anakin, you basically do whatever you can to win. Currently put down some good damage on the Houndstooth using the... Oops, that's really annoying. Let's block that then. And I can't call to assist. Yeah, do basically whatever you need to do to knock out the rest of the fleet. In Grand Arena or Territory Wars, of course, having Jedi Knight Anakin out of the lineup means you've got a second fleet. If you have to send in a second fleet, it is a much easier victory without Jedi Knight Anakin, because he does all of the damage in the opposing team. Basically, yeah, once you get Jedi Knight Anakin down, follow those 10 steps as closely as you can, as best you can. And if you get to this kind of point, you have a pretty good chance of winning. So let's just play the battle out and hopefully we pull off a victory. We should do from this point, I would imagine. I pretty much could almost put it on auto at this point, I believe, but let's play it out just to be nice and safe. Pass over to Kylo, let's finish it off so I can get done with the strategy. Perfect. Alright. So yeah, the 10 steps. That's what you need to do. Get to the point where you kill Jedi Knight Anakin, and then you have a fairly good chance of winning. My team, again, really not that good. The spare ships that I have in there, the Xanadu Blood, really not very good. Not even max stars. I wailed a little bit on the Finalizer. If you're wondering how I've got the Finalizer at 7 stars, That was a bit of a whale effort. My Cassian, where are you, Cassian? Where is Cassian? Oh, do I have him up the top? Because I'm working on him at the moment. But yeah, level 80 pilots, not even level 85, not even 7 stars on pilots. 6 stars on the ship. I'm working on that just to give it a little bit more defensive ability. Basically, let it last longer in that battle. Just to try and get silencer and stealth, something like that. Give it a second turn. But yeah, pretty much if you follow the 10 steps, and I'll post them down in the down below. You have a good shot of beating the Hound's Tooth using this magnificent ship, which I've got mostly maxed out apart from this one ability that I really love. I really love this fleet. The other awesome use for it is against the Millennium Falcon. It absolutely destroys the Millennium Falcon. You can have the Falcon dead inside about 10 or 15 seconds, which is brilliant. Anyway guys, that's all from me today. Cheers, bye.